What up, y'all? This is Tracy from Squish, and today is Mardi Gras 2023, and you know what that means. Everywhere else, it's just Tuesday. But now I live in the everywhere else, so what the heck am I gonna do today? This is bizarre. This is bizarre. It is, at this point, like 7:30 on Mardi Gras Day. It is Fat Tuesday, and I haven't even had a Bloody Mary yet, and I probably won't have one. This is bizarre. So on any other Mardi Gras Day, I would already have lived a whole life at this point. I would have gotten up at like 2, 3 in the morning, gotten in a costume, made my way down to the French Quarter, and I would have already had like a Bloody Mary at the Carousel Bar. That's not happening in Texas. It's just not happening. So I don't know what we're gonna get into today. So I still work for a company in New Orleans, so the office is closed. So it's not like I can even be like, oh, well, I can concentrate on work. Like, I don't know what to do with my life right now. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna get out and probably do some shopping. Literally nothing exciting, nothing that involves a Bloody Mary, although the day may end at a drive-through daiquiri. You gotta get a little New Orleans in somewhere. We did do some like New Orleans stuff this weekend. We tried to do as much as we could. We cooked some jambalaya. We went to No Label. They had a really cool little Mardi Gras celebration where they were selling quite possibly the most delicious crawfish that I have had in Texas. They were not dusty because it's a thing here. They dust the crawfish after they take them out the boil. So unless Matt is cooking the crawfish here, I usually don't touch them. But these were delicious. But we had a good time. We listened to a little Zydeco band and all that. It was really great. That Dr. John swag. So you guys don't have to look at this non-makeup face anymore. Let's go get ready so we can get in the car and head to the mall. All right, we are at the desolate wasteland that is the mall. And well, I can't even say that. I can't even say that about Katy Mills Mall. This mall is amazing. I have history with this mall. During Hurricane Katrina, we actually winded up in Katy and had a lot of good times at this mall that distracted us from Hurricane Katrina. So I love this mall dearly, and it's probably one of the only malls in the world that's still like thriving. It's got some really good stuff in it, but what we're truly here for, Books A Million. They have an excellent Books A Million with like a sales section that is just, so we're gonna go see what kind of books we can go find. Let's go. For the record, it is hot. It is uncomfortably hot today. I don't know, what is it? It's 81 degrees. I don't like it. Like all these people that were complaining about the cold, like don't get me wrong. I don't want my, like pipe bursting freezes, but like I just want a little something in the air, which there's nothing. I ran around the mall a bit. I got lost in the mall a bit. It was a semi-productive day. We got some books, got some few other little things. Debating at this point what to do. It is lunchtime. I'm a little hungry. And I'm debating my next move. Like, it's only 12, right? So I really don't have anything to do. So kind of debating going to get Cane's and then continuing shopping because I have a problem. Let's talk about the mall real quick. I love malls. I'm a kid of the 90s. I like hanging out and just being like a mall person.
Mall people, they come and go. Small people, they just don't know.
Malls also don't hit like they used to. But at the same time, I don't know if that's just because I was by myself, because I hate shopping by myself. I find it the most just awkward, boring experience. Like, I don't like it. I gotta have somebody there to aggravate. Half of the stores that like I go into, I'm like, am I too old to be here? Went into Hot Topic and they had some really cool stuff, but then like I'm looking through the clearance rack and I'm like, what is this? What is this?
You're getting too old for this shit.
A part of that just makes me want to be like, just go home, Tracy. You're too old to be here. Go home. I might pick up some Cane's and head to the house. Maybe show y'all what I bought. Oh yeah. So the funny thing about Cane's is it tastes like a hangover because very frequently after a long day at Mardi Gras or a long day we used to ride in the St. Patrick's Day parades, we'd go get Cane's to cure the hangover. Not hungover. Cane's is hitting. It's giving. You don't say. That's so good. We have downed our Cane's. Now I want to show you guys what I got at the mall. Oh Lord, I need a coaster. It's better. Let's start with this like random stuff that clearly I didn't go for. I picked up 2 packs of these Spa Life under eye patches because I love these and I have very old and tired eyes. So I need this to kind of give me a little pick-me-up. And they're only like $3.99. You get 6 pairs in each pack, which is fantastic. This was kind of random, but kind of something that I've been like pinning, sort of. I got this slinky little number. It is a green dress. This is not gonna pick up on camera. I will have to try this on and like put this in here somehow, but it's just a very, I see people wear dresses like this all the time on Pinterest, and they can either like, they do it with some like cowboy boots or a band tee, or I don't know, like I see all kinds of cute things, and it was just so beautifully, disgustingly green, and I needed it because it was $16.99. So there's that. One bag down. I didn't really get a lot, honestly. It was one of those days where like, you know, you plan on like, let's go shopping, because I haven't done it in a long time, honestly. The mall was not giving. Like I said, I don't like going to the mall or like shopping by myself. It's just, it's weird. It's awkward. It's kind of embarrassing. I don't know, like I don't like it. I like to talk to somebody while I'm like buying things that I don't need. That's just how I do. Little lonely me, I don't know, like I'm a talkative person. Like I can talk to anyone about anything. Like that's just how I am. And it kills me like when you're in these stores, right? And like, you know, people are like, oh, did you find everything okay? How you doing today? And like, I'll, you know, ask them and just try to strike up a conversation, because like, why not? I'm bored, they're working, I know they're bored. And some people are cool. Some people are cool. If your dude from Box Lunch is watching this, he was the nicest. But then some people, you get in a conversation and you can tell they're just like, I wish you would just shut up forever. And it's like, oh. So anyway, let's get to the books. None of these are books that I knew about previously or were specifically looking for. They were just books in the clearance section that sounded cool. The first one I got is All These Bodies by Kendare Blake. This was $5.97. So much fear over one little girl. Summer 1958, a string of murders plagues the Midwest. The victims are found in their cars and in their homes, even in their beds. their body's drained, but no blood anywhere, right? So this keeps happening, and then they finally have a family that's murdered in their farmhouse, and they actually find a girl there. Found at the scene, covered in blood from head to toe, but ain't none of it hers. Ooh, spooky. Basically, this girl recounts her version of the story, and it falls on the local sheriff who wants to become a journalist and get out of the small town to figure out what really happened and how this girl wound up in the middle of all these bodies. For $5.97, sounds like an intriguing story. We'll find out. Next up, I got The Art of Death by David Fennell. This one was $6.97. It's a big boy, like that. 3 glass cabinets appear in London's, oh no, Trafalgar Square? I don't know, it's a square in London. Let's just go with that. They contain a gruesome art installation, the floating corpses of 3 homeless men. Shock turns to horror when it becomes clear that the bodies are real. It's linked to this underground artist who's like on social media. So the whole premise of the story is this detective is just trying to figure out, like, as the bodies pile up, who this social media killer is, but then like the thing that he doesn't know is that the killer's like watching him, and like the sights, they're set on him, on her. It's a lady, Detective Grace. Girl, my bad, girl. Then the third and final book is A Witch in Time by Constance Sayers. Now this one, I remember reading the description, it was giving me some like Invisible Life of Addie LaRue vibes, which I did just finish reading and I loved, so I think that's what kind of made me pick this up. Plus it's like witchy. It's about this girl, Helen Lambert, who has lived several lives. A young piano virtuoso in 1890s Paris, an actress in 1930s Hollywood, a rock star in 1970s Los Angeles. But she doesn't like know this, right? But then like she meets this like strange dude and he's like, oh, I've been watching you all these years and all this stuff. And she doesn't believe him. She's like, I'm just a normal modern woman. I don't have all these lives. I didn't do all these things. Then she starts having these dreams about all of these lives that were cut short. So she's in this like curse, and she's forced to relive the same tragic events that ruined her previous lives. But she develops these powers and is essentially finding a way to break the curse. So I don't know. Again, I don't know. It's kind of like Addie LaRue vibes, but not. So this is kind of cool. I didn't notice this, but I just peeled the bargain stickers off, and I saw that all these bodies had a sticker signed first edition, and sure enough, did a little signature. So that's kind of cool. I didn't even realize that when I bought it, so that's just a pleasant little surprise. So that's it. That's Mardi Gras. Laissez les bon temps rouler, I guess. There's 3 good things about not being in the city for Mardi Gras. 3 things. First thing, I for once have a place to pee on Mardi Gras Day. Don't have to worry about that. Number 2, I don't have to be fearful of hearing a gunshot. You know what I mean? If you've ever been to the city and you've been near St. Charles, you know, you always hear gunshots, and like you get on the news later that day and they're like, oh, like 5 shot, 1 killed, and it's like, oh, I heard that while I was several drinks into my revelry. So there's that. And then the third and final thing is that I will not be hungover tomorrow. I can just wake up and live my life. I will not have to go get Cane's this afternoon to save my very hungover self. I can just thrive. Matt did text me. We ordered some bar stools for the new house that they have come in today, so we gotta go pick them up. But until then, I gotta clean this house because I wanna read and just kind of relax on this day off before we go do that. But this house is messy and I can't relax in mess. So we gotta do some cleaning, y'all. All right, the kitchen, that's open. Okay, hold on, I take it back. Oh, the kitchen is clean and it smells like fall leaves. Delicious. I mean, not delicious, don't eat it, but it smells good. You know what I'm saying. The place is clean, okay? Okay, everything's tidy-ish. I stress ish. It looks clean. Secretly, there's lily hair on every surface. But because we are clean, you know what that means. Now we can relax and get some reading in. I've got to mention the book I'm reading right now. Found this bad boy on Book Talk. The Game We Don't Play Anymore by Mike DeFrench. I have been on a roll with books this year. Like every book that I have picked up, with the exception of like one, has been fantastic. And I mean, I've read 6 so far, so 5 out of 6, that's not bad. This, I'm not gonna lie, I did not think it was gonna be good, because anytime you have these like smaller publishers that I'll find on social media or whatever, authors that are starting out and stuff like that aren't a big name, like usually they're a letdown. There's terrible grammatical errors and all this stuff, and it's just not a good book. This is an exception to that rule. I have thoroughly enjoyed this. It's about this game that, funny enough, it's referred to, it's just called The Game. So when I'm reading it, I'm like, I just lost the game. If you know, you know. It's a VR game where like you can basically like link up, like everybody can put the little helmet thingy on and link up on an adventure. So like if you're with your friends and you know, you wanna go, I don't know, say I'm the host and you wanna go hang out in Pleasantville with Big Wolf on campus, that's where we're going, bitches. Like that, and I love it. But naturally, things don't go according to plan, it gets a little wild. And it's really, really good. I'm really enjoying this. It's giving me somewhat of like 90s YA vibes, but like not quite as cheesy. I don't know, I'm feeling it. Definitely check this out. I'll put a link in the description to where you can pick this book up, because I recommend it. It's pretty fun so far. And I mean, I'm pretty much almost done. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this hot mess. A Mardi Gras in Texas vlog. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big old thumbs up. It helps the channel and it makes Lily a happy girl. Definitely hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos from us in the future. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you nerds later. Ow!